What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video I'm going to tell you how you can lose weight and get in shape fast with this one proven dieting strategy. In today's video, I'm going to be covering one specific dieting method that has worked extremely well consistently for me and for thousands of our clients here at vShred. But first, if you're not yet, make sure you're subscribing to my channel and joining the vShred fam for more workout and nutrition tips just like this all the time. We're steady creating a movement over here, so make sure you join in. But now, getting back into it, I understand that there's a lot of dieting methods out there and also tons that work great. This video is not to knock those, but instead to recommend my favorite method for any of you out there looking for something that's easily sustainable. Because, I mean, truth is, with a full-time job, maybe you're a full-time student, maybe both, or let's just say you're busy, it can be tough to find a diet that you can actually stick to because there's a couple different factors that come into play when you're trying to find a diet. First is, how difficult is it to prepare for? How difficult is it to actually structure what you're going to eat? That means figuring out what your overall calories are and then broken down into the three main macros: carbs, fats, and proteins per day. And then with that also comes grocery shopping and cooking your food and then adjusting it and doing that consistently so that you keep getting results. After that, next comes, how difficult is it to stick to? Like, how do you feel when you're actually following the diet? And this one is probably the most important, at least to me, because a long time ago I heard this quote and it's stuck with me ever since. The quote goes, "The best diet there is the one that you'll stick to." And that actually led us to creating our body type quiz to show people that they're not supposed to starve themselves. They're not supposed to restrict their bodies of carbs and fats. And that's why at the end of the quiz, it gives 3 specific tips on how to lose weight and how to get in shape the right way. And that's in the link in the description below if you want to check that out. But going back to that quote, when you're dieting, how do you feel? Are you always hungry? Are you always craving certain foods? Are you feeling more energized or always run down? Because I don't know about you, but if I'm struggling with being hungry all the time or having cravings or lacking energy all the time, I ain't gonna last very long on the diet. And then finally, what results do you get from the diet? Are you losing any weight? Are you building any muscle or strength? Are you making any progress? Because first off, why would you follow a diet that you absolutely hate? Second off, why would you follow a diet that you absolutely hate that doesn't work? The answer is you shouldn't. And that's what this video is about. It's about a method, a dieting method called flexible dieting, also known as IIFYM, which stands for if it fits your macros, which just means every day you have a specific number of carbs, fats, and proteins to eat. Real easy to figure out. And basically, as long as you don't go over these numbers, you'll get results. Now, you can get into the discussion of a calorie is a calorie is a calorie, meaning whether you eat 100 calories of candy or broccoli, they will have the same effect on your weight because it's 100 calories. But this video is not about the minutia of flexible dieting. This is about the overall understanding that if you're looking to diet and you're looking for one that you'll actually be able to stick to, this is a great place to start. And that's actually the first reason, because this works. And because this is great for beginners. This is great for people who have been dieting for years like myself, because dieting's tough. It really is, especially at first. And if you're going at it alone. And making those initial changes to your habits can be one of the hardest things to ever accomplish. But when you're making those mistakes, it can make a big difference if what you're changing isn't god awful to stick to. And that's really why I like flexible dieting. And is actually the second reason why this works, because you still get to eat your favorite foods. You still get to live a regular life without carrying Tupperware everywhere. The only difference is it's in moderation, which everything in life should be in moderation, because life is all about balance. And with flexible dieting, you may not get to eat junk foods all day, every day, but if, let's say, 80% of the time you're watching what you eat and then you're planning out the junk food that you're gonna have and tweaking your calorie intake so that you can have that junk food once in a while, or so that you can have a bunch of barbecue sauce on your chicken, you're not gonna slow down your progress at all. In fact, most of the time, when people realize they can still have their favorite foods with flexible dieting, they end up sticking to it much longer, therefore getting way better long-term results. But aside from that, the third reason is that flexible dieting works as long as you're doing it correctly. And by correctly, I mean not going over your numbers, because your numbers are based on how many calories your body burns throughout the day. First, you take into account your basal metabolic rate, the rate at which your body uses energy while at rest to keep your heart beating and your breath flowing. After that, you take into account your activity level, because nobody is just sleeping all day, every day. And most of the time, if you're trying to diet, you're probably working out a little bit. So that will also increase how many calories your body is burning every day. And after you put those together, if you're trying to lose weight, all you have to do is eat slightly less than whatever that number is. Because while the types of foods that you're eating is really important, what's also really important is whether or not you're in a caloric deficit, which is a term related to a shortage in the amount of calories that you consume related to the amount of calories that your body requires for maintaining your current body weight. In simple terms, if you eat less than what your body burns, you gonna lose weight. And same thing the other way around. If you're trying to bulk up and you're trying to put on some size, put on some muscle, as long as you eat more than what your body burns, you gonna bulk up. So if you're looking for a full program that has all of this put together and a step-by-step guide so that you can get faster, more sustainable results than you've ever gotten, take my free body type quiz down and the link in the description below and get this moving today, because you're gonna thank yourself later. Other than that, guys, if you like this video and when I cover topics like this, make sure to click the thumbs up button down below for support, comment anything you got for me down below. And as always, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you get notified when I post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.